Hello, everybody. It's me, Savic Simpleton. I'm here again, and we're gonna just jump right into it. Um, we're recording this one pretty late at night, but figured I'd get started earlier in the week this time because I don't want to end up going for a whole couple of months before I make another post. Give me a second to drink my tea, and we'll jump right into it. I think this is where we left off. Um, I don't 100% remember, but I also don't 100% care, so we're just gonna assume that this is correct and move on with our lives. Well, 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 look who finally decided to slink their ass back to work. Ah, no, that doesn't work. Is it spacebar? Yeah, okay. Hey, Ember. I see you've turned yourself into a girl. Clearly I've missed something significant. Huh? Oh, right. I've been gender swapped. Sorry, I just spent the last 2 hours being chased by a... Never mind, I had a lot going on. How'd the broad and orogeny go? It was an unmitigated disaster. I had no backup, and instead of helping me fight off those stray tentacles, Danny just stood there and let them grab her. Admittedly, worked quite well as a distraction, but I could have used your help. Where were you? You told me to stay back, remember? There's no place for nonviolent officers at the front lines, according to you. A second distraction could have been handy. She is a cruel woman, but not an unagreeable one. A second distraction could have been handy. There was a finite amount of tentacles. The more that were grabbing you, the less that I would have had to worry about. Ah well, we got there in the end. I take it you got lost on the way over. Tabitha knew the way, but we got held up after I morphed into a girl. I was transformed pretty much the second I stepped into the bite. So Danny messed with the Mermulator again? No, Tabitha thinks it's something else. Apparently there's radiation out in the bite, and I don't have Okay, I don't know if y'all saw that, um, or if that just kind of stopped my recording. So I'm just gonna say this entire line over again. No, Tabitha thinks it's something else. Apparently there's radiation out in the bite, and I don't have an active morphic field, so I mutated into a girl. Or something. There's radiation out in the bite? Why wasn't I warned about this? Let me know if you're going to lodge a workers' compensation claim. I think I'm entitled to a few $100,000 for being gender swapped in the line of duty. Ha! I'll give you a $50 coupon for sanitary products and send you on your way. Our union is terrible. Tabitha and I were going to follow you to Orogeny, but this massive octopus swam past and we decided to keep our distance. It did not look happy. Oh, we saw that too. It was the size of a soccer field. It put it really put the squid girl we were dealing with in perspective. There's always bigger tentacles out there. It eventually swam off towards that old city I was exploring yesterday. That's why Tabitha and I took so long to get back. We did not want to piss that thing off by swimming too close to it. Honestly, can't blame you on that one. There's some spooky wildlife out there. The quicker they get that train tunnel up, the better. Particularly if there's radioactive material out in the bite. We really should have been briefed on that before being sent out. Um, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Uh, I'm trying a new mic setup because I wanted to make sure that my voice came through clearer. But I can hear my voice, which is a problem for one specific reason. When I talk normally, I can't hear my own lisp. But when I'm talking into this goddamn microphone, every fucking S has been seethingly killing my fucking ego. I might have to get speech therapy. Speech therapy after this. Um, has my form changed at all? My skirt feels a bit tighter, but that might have been the muffins I ate at lunch. Magic reset could have taken. Ah, ah. Magical reset should have taken care of that though. Is that not a thing anymore? Can I give you a hand with your paperwork or anything? I feel bad for bailing on you for so long. No need. The paperwork is all wrapped up. I'm heading off for the night. I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck with your gender bending thing. Thanks. Hopefully this time tomorrow I'll be back to my original form. Or you'll be twice as curvy. These things have a tendency to go either way. See ya. Laters. Hunter, you're a girl again. Woohoo! Oh, hey, Danny. I take it you finally decided to throw away your boring male life and embrace life as a member of the fairer sex. You have made a great choice. Yeah, no. That's not what happened. Your so-called cure failed miserably. I turned into a girl as soon as I went out into the bite. Really? That shouldn't have happened. Tabitha said it might be due to the magical radiation. Oh, that just might be it. I didn't look into that. So does that mean you can make a cure? Yeah, easy. I can just purge your morphic field. It'll take me less than 20 minutes. Awesome, I was worried I'd have to spend the night like this. I'm really looking forward to having my old body back. Oh, I'm not doing it today. It's home time, Hunter. I'll take care of this tomorrow. You said it would only take 20 minutes. The ACPD does not pay overtime. I'm not staying back unpaid. But I'll do it first thing tomorrow, alright? Right after I make a coffee. And check my emails. Are you sure you can't do something? Oh, there's actually something I can help you with. Heads up. Is this a bra? Yeah, and it's a good one too. I picked it up in Orogeny, but I've got plenty of spares at home. You'll get more use out of it than I will. Try it on. It's adaptive fabric. Even if your chest rapidly balloons to the size of watermelons, the bra will still fit you perfectly. Ah, I see. So that's how they're going to explain it. That makes perfect sense. I got it. Thank you. Speaking of which, would you like to try that? I've got an enlargement serum ready to go. No thanks. And I might want to wait until I get home before I try this bra on. Those hooks can be tricky. I'm more than happy to help. I'm sure I can manage on my own, Danny. Fine. I'm heading off, but Captain Necroi said he wanted to have a word with you. Catch you later, girlfriend. You sure you can't quickly turn me back into a man? Nope. Laters. Laters. Captain Ekara, you wanted to see me? Morning, Hunter. I take it Danny's reversal transformation didn't stick? No, it most certainly did not. Okay, no, look. I can get being mad at Danny, but this one isn't on her, right? She was under the assumption, as were you, as was everyone else, like all the experts in this field, that being Danny and Tabitha, everyone was under the assumption that you had been transformed by a living being, and that is what made you the way you were. Which I still think it was that fucking monster girl that snuck into the Atlantis. That snuck into Atlantis, and that we saw in like the very first part of the bite section. I think it's still her. I think she has something to do with it. She's important to the story. I know she is, but I'm thinking that maybe, just maybe, it is possible for them to have gotten something wrong, Hunter. This one's on you, in my opinion, right? Because, like, you didn't have all your information checked, and then you asked for a cure for something, and then went right back to that place, right? Well, like, if you are walking into, like, a nuclear radiation site, and then you get nuclear radiated, and then somebody goes, I got you. I'm going to use this really high-tech advanced method to cure your nuclear radiation. and then you go, yo, dude, that's so great. And then you get nuclear radiation a second time. But it's not because you went to that site. It's because you have a plate in your house that's nuclearly radiating you. That's not the expert's fault. You misidentified what was giving you the problem. And so the expert treated you for a problem that wasn't what you were having the problem from, right? You re-interacted with the radiation. That's on you, all right? Her cure stuck. You ripped it off, okay? Alright, I'm gonna have to file a workplace harassment report. A little bit of lighthearted hazing for the new recruit is fine, in small doses, but transforming them into women is taking things way too far. Actually, I'm not so sure Danny was behind all of this. Tabitha seems to think it's it has something to do with my morphic field and exposure to radiation out in the bite. There's radiation in the bite? I wish I'd known that before I went for a swim earlier. Okay, why does Hunter keep saying this but not mentioning the whole transforming thing having something to do with your resistance? Because I know he heard that part, because I remember that part. So how come he's not saying anything about it? You see that giant octopus, the one that was as big as a building? No, and I am regretting my decision to spend my lunch break swimming around outside. I'll go back to walking in the park from now on. Although I saw some sort of otherworldly looking octopus creature in the fountain the other day. Maybe I should just stay inside the tea room instead. Anyway, that's enough tentacle talk. How'd your mission go? We may have run into some complications. At one point, Tabitha and I were chased through an entire ancient underwater city by an overly aggressive crab monster. That wasn't the mission I gave you, Hunter. It's okay, we sorted it out. And we did manage to gather some intel on the Sisters of Nereid. Nereid. I don't know, man. We were only able to observe them for a minute or two, but they're operating heavy mining equipment just past the outer ring of the train line. I spotted 2 bulldozers. I'm not gonna make a joke about that. And there was a lot of construction equipment piled up at that site. When Tabitha and I got there, they were still surveying the area, and unfortunately one of their detection devices picked up our presence. Thankfully, we were able to escape before getting caught, and the 2 of us took a quick detour to Atlantis, but it looks like the Sisters of Nereid are setting up a mining operation. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna be so thorough with you. There were too many S's in that last part of the sentence, and it hurt me so much to try and say them. My tongue hurts like I said a tongue twister. So I'm gonna just start abbreviating stuff. And if you can't figure it out, I'm sorry. The Sisters of Nereid, they don't exist anymore. It's just the Sisterhood. I keep doing that. Sorry, I'm so used to playing Robotic Battle Maiden. I just recorded like 3 videos back to back of that. They'll be coming out next week, I believe. And whenever I play that, I use the arrow keys. So you'll see me keep doing this. But in this game, I have to use the spacebar because the arrow keys don't work. They had bulldozers? Were they operational? Oh my god. The worst part is, I know I'm not gonna cut that out. Y'all... Oh my god. I'm not even gonna address it. It didn't happen. Nothing happened. I didn't see anyone using them, but bulldozers probably don't work underwater. Then why bring them out to the site? I suspect they've modified their equipment so it does work underwater. That's not a project you knock over in a few days. The Sisterhood had this equipment ready to go. They knew the city was going to sink well before the Galtizians invaded. But why sink the city? The Sisterhood are sea witches. Couldn't they just come down here on their own? Although I suppose Scarians might have strong feelings about that. They seem pretty territorial. Scarians? Violent sea creatures. They're immensely powerful. Tabitha said they're aliens that involved human characteristics. I doubt they'd roll over and let a bunch of witches mine their ancestral lands to buggery and back. You know, sometimes I'll read this for like 20 minutes and forget that this is supposed to be in Australia, and I'll have a great time while doing it. And then somebody will say some shit like buggery and back, and I'll remember, oh fuck, all of these characters are Australian, and I'm just too fucking untalented to give them Australian accents. So they sunk the city as a distraction. Surely there's an easier way to keep a bunch of sea monsters occupied. I think we're missing something here, but this is a good first step. I'll follow up on things on my end. Thanks for going the extra mile today, Hunter. Okay. Let me see if I can suss something out. I probably can't. So, what if, hypothetically speaking at least, the city is down here, not just as a way to hide what they're trying to do, but they plan to use this city as a base of operations, a front base, to take over the rest of the frack. They're actively trying to take over the rest of the frack. Or at the very least, attack the Galtizians and take over that part. I don't know. I feel like this might be it. Or maybe they believe that they should be, you know, living in the Bite. And so they're using this to take out the Scarians because they're Atlanteans. Oh my god, they're from Atlantis. That's what it is. The Sisterhood, the Sisters of Nereid, are initially from Atlantis. I don't know if. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I'm not gonna look up the answer. I'm gonna look up if there's like a connection between the word Nereid and like underwater folklore or something like that. Because I think that I might be onto something here. Give me just a second. Uh, mm, um. Oh, hold on. I don't remember how it's spelled. Nereid. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, from what I've found out, mm, They are essentially the 50 or 100 sea nymph daughters of Neruthi, fucking, I don't know, in Greek mythology, who, as a sea goddess, protects sailors and frequents Poseidon's court. Okay, so these underwater sea witches have brought a city underwater, right? And they did it in a way that shouldn't be possible for people of like it's highly advanced for human civilization, right? And these are all humans, I believe. So what if these are maybe not actual Atlanteans, but like descendants of Atlanteans? I think I might have actually already said this shit already. But I don't remember it. But I think I probably did say this because I'm starting to kind of get a flashback of it. But I think the Sisters of Nereid have connections to Atlantis, and that's why they've brought the city down. They either plan to repair Atlantis and bring it back to its former glory and rule over the monster girls and probably kill all the fucking, pirate dudes. I forgot their names. Okay. Mm, don't mention it. You're done for the night, but are you going to be right to come in tomorrow? If you need to take some time off to adjust to your new body, that's fine by me. Nah, I'm better off coming in. Danny thinks she can undo this, and I'm not getting anything done sitting at home all day. I want to get to the bottom of this, too. Glad to hear it, Hunter. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, where's my key? Oh, Alfie, are you in there? It's me, your brother. Okay, respectfully, every single version before this version, every single outfit before this outfit pales in comparison. This one, smash. Best outfit that Amphidio, Alfie, whatever the fuck you want to call her, has worn in the entire fucking series. Alright? Best outfit, period. Fucking weird ass waist proportions, though. Yeah, that didn't change. Top heavy, that's for sure. Coming. Thanks. I forgot I loaned you my key, my only key. We're gonna have to get another one cut for you if you're gonna keep staying here. Already taken care of. I got a key with dinosaurs printed on it. No, I don't. Okay, so we got rid of one naive idiot, that being Max, and replaced it for a naive person and an idiot. This is just Max with extra steps. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Also, hold on. I'm supposed to be doing a fit check for everybody, but I just realized I definitely didn't do one for Hunter. Because Hunter fucking disappears, right? It's alright. This is like a 5 out of 10 for me. It's not doing anything for me. It's not doing anything against me. It just is. It exists. The collar's kind of stupid. Um, I can't tell if that's like a skinned back. Like if the back of her hair is skin, or like you know what I'm trying to say, right? If that's like a piece of hair, or if that's like the back of the head, and it's just like shaven to like that part. Because I think that would actually look really cool. It'd probably bump this up to like a 6, maybe 6.5. But I don't think that's what it is, because no one else has that. Yeah, I don't think that's what it is. Yeah. Um, it is not bad. It's definitely an existing outfit that Hunter has worn at least one time. 5 out of 10. Um, this one, 10 out of 10. No notes. Actually, no. Sorry, I lied. 9 out of 10. I do like it, but this looks like it would be annoying as shit. Like, this looks annoying as all sin, and I think this is supposed to be like a relaxation outfit. I know, I know, at least for me, with my ADHD, this not being perfectly even would fuck me up all the time, right? And also, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but this looks like a fucking watermelon. It looks like a watermelon bikini with fucking stars on it. Um, but let's get back to it. I already got it taken care of. I got a key with dinosaurs printed on it. That's great, Alfie. Congratulations. Why are you in your undies? I just got up at 6 in the morning. Why the hell are you coming in so late? I work the night shift. I usually finish work between 4 and 6 in the morning. Holy shit, that sounds like the worst job. Holy shit, that sounds like the worst job ever. I thought working as a stripper was bad, but at least we got to go home before the sun came up. You you worked as a stripper? Ugh, do not get me started. I thought it'd be super fun, dancing all night, showing off my new bod while people threw money at me. But it wasn't fun at all. The only money that'd get thrown at me was the $1 or $2, maybe the occasional fiver. That might be fine for American strippers, but we use coins in Australia. People would try to tuck them into my bikini. They were so cold and hard, and their weight messed up my dance routine. And I saw a girl lose a tooth. Okay, that was a good one. I saw a girl lose a tooth after someone hurled a $2 coin at her. Okay, I have to know, for anyone that is like Australian or can be bothered enough to look this up, because I've already looked up one thing. I'm probably not gonna do it again. Um, is this what it's actually like in Australian strip clubs? They just throw coins at strippers. Lamprey be making it rain. So many old guys kept accidentally touching my leg when I walked past too. You've totally got the body for it. You've totally got the body for it, but I can't recommend working as a stripper. That's a bad decision right there. It wasn't a career path I was considering in any way, shape, or form. Good. Streaming is where the real money is anyway. Do you want coffee or anything? I was going to watch Max Art Mornings. They're interviewing the Sisters of the Sisterhood. They are. Yeah, I'm gonna see if Galti is less cranky. I think she was just in a bad mood the other day when she kicked me out. If I ask nicely, she might let me back in. Alfie, can you promise me not to rejoin the mysterious witch cult? I don't know what they're up to, but I doubt it's anything good. They threw the best exclusive parties, Hunter. You wouldn't believe what we got up to in them. I'm pretty sure I can hazard a guess. So was that a yes to the coffee? No thanks, I'm about to head to bed. But I would like to check out this interview. Yes! She's in the game! Absolute peak game. This is actually now my favorite game. Hold on, was she in Big Bus too? She was in Big Bus too, but she wasn't in it enough. Hopefully, if they give me more Ashley. Sorry, you didn't say I woke up with Max Heart. Sorry, you didn't say I wake up with Max Hard mornings. So unfortunately, you don't qualify for the $10,000 prize. Better luck next time. But I did say I woke up with Max Heart mornings, and that was the first thing I said. No, you said I, I. No, you know what? No, you said I wake up with Max Heart mornings. That is not our catchphrase. That stutter just cost you $10,000. Thanks for playing Dollar Donkey. This cash giveaway seems a bit mean-spirited, Ash. That's half the fun of the competition, Chloe. People know they're not really going to win. It's just a fun fantasy. It's not free to enter, though. People are paying money to be humiliated. I might have a word with Russ. We should at least send that person a consultation prize or something. Don't worry, viewers. There will be another drawing of Dollar Donkey in 20 minutes' time. But now you get to sit back and be bored to tears because it's time for Chloe's News Rundown. I feel you could be more supportive of my news segment, Ash. Ashley, I didn't say anything bad about your cooking segment, and you started a small fire. Look. All I'm saying, I'm not saying that these two are definitely dating and they're the best toxic Yuri in the entirety of the show. Not show, it's a goddamn visual novel. But history will remember these two as roommates. Look, this is toxic Yuri at its finest. Period. No more notes. It was fine. The firemen put it out. You were making... No. No. How the fuck do you make a fire? How do you make... It would be even worse if it was an electric kettle. You were making hot chocolate. All you had to do was turn on a kettle. Kettles take too long to boil. My method is quicker. Uh-huh. Let's head over to the news desk, because it's time for Chloe's News Rundown. With us today is High Witch Galti, leader of the Sisterhood. Thanks for making time in your busy schedule to meet with us. Alright. Let's rate the fit. Alright, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This one is gonna be extremely biased for one very specific reason. My favorite color is purple. This is purple. This is purple businesswoman. Okay. Love the skirt. This is nice. This is nice. This is a very nice outfit. The hair is still the same, which I didn't expect to change this early. And I don't think it probably will, but it might. It could. It could. It still gives that eerie, right? Like, if you look specifically at this section, just of the hair, you'd see kind of the Yuri from Doki Doki Literature Club look. I still like this part more than most of the hair. I like the way the collar actually folds like that. That looks really nice. Alright. 9 out of 10. I'm hella biased about this too. Max is my favorite character. And then also, hold up. Is that, for a second, for just a moment, I thought these were actual heart pupils. Because then I was about to say, this is, like, genuinely so close to being, because they're supposed to be nymphs or something. The fucking Nemertide, no. Neridians? They're supposed to be, like, fucking, nymphs, I think. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Had to take a big sip there, so I could get through this section. It's my pleasure, child. I'm more than happy to spread the teachings of the goddess to your many loyal viewers. Even if only a single person finds enlightenment, then it is well worth the effort. I'm not really here to talk about your religious beliefs, but I'd be happy to run another story on the Sisterhood's operations. I'll put you in touch with my production team. I look forward to speaking with them. What I'd really like to know about is your involvement in the Galtizian invasion. Your sisters are the reason the city is underwater, after all. The great people of Axon City has welcomed our coven with open arms. I couldn't stand idly by and watch your people suffer. The Sisterhood was more than happy to step in. But why teleport the city? Wouldn't it have been easier to destroy the Galtizian fleet? And continue this needless cycle of death and destruction? The Galtizians are misguided, but at the end of the day, they're humans such as yourself. They don't deserve annihilation. Fleeing was the better option. Hold the fuck up. Why did she say such as yourself? Max is a lightning elemental, yeah. But Max considers herself human still, I believe. I don't, I'm not 100% on that, so that could just debunk this entire thing. But I think that's Nemertes speaking right there. And Nemertes isn't a human. I don't know, maybe I'm reaching. Some of our Monster Girl viewers might be disinclined to agree with you. The Gelts have committed all sorts of atrocities against their kinds in the frac. Dialogue is the way forward, not warfare. That's true, and I admire your ability to resolve this conflict peacefully. But why teleportation? Surely you could have cast a spell to disable their ships instead? I played the only card I had, child. The Warfleet was ready for engagements with magic users. That's why the critically underfunded Magical Response Unit had so much difficulty defending the city. The Galtizians were launching hundreds of missiles at the city. If the Sisterhood hadn't intervened, the casualties would have been utterly catastrophic. We all appreciate what you did for us, but why send the city underwater of all places? We're completely cut off from the rest of the world down here. Precisely. What safer place could there be than somewhere the Galtizians couldn't reach? You could have teleported the city a few kilometers. Oh, sorry. That I kept reading inland as island, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean? You could have teleported the city a few kilometers inland. People who own houses on the coast would have been frustrated by the drop in property values, but we would have been out of range of the Galtizian war fleet. I came onto this program to spread the word of the Sisterhood, not have my every decision discussed under a microscope. The city was in danger and we did our part to save it, that's all. No one is criticizing you for saving the city, but there's been some questions raised about the decision to send Axon to the Bite. The city is surrounded by a force field, but we've all seen the colossal sharks and monster octopi swimming around outside. They don't exactly look friendly. Natural defenses to ensure the safety of the city. Questions have also been raised on how quickly the city recovered from being completely relocated. We lost power for only a few minutes, and while the wider internet is down, phone services are still functional. Was the Sisters of Nereid expecting something like this to happen? The Sheltered City Scorelight Network. The SCSN, despite being invented thousands of years ago, was able to instantly hook up to Axon City's power grid. Magical and electrical are two completely different forms of power distribution. It's not the sort of thing you can just whack a travel adapter on and call it a day. This show isn't what I thought it was going to be. I did a great deed and saved countless lives in the name of the goddess, and yet all you're doing is harassing and belittling me. I'm not harassing you, I just want to know. This interview is over. I will not be returning. Okay, that one was a fumble on fucking Galaxy's side. She has the powers of a lightning elemental. She could have just as easily said that the Sisterhood has been working on easy adapters for lightning to magical conversion due to her being a lightning elemental. This was an easy out. I mean, maybe she didn't expect it, but I didn't expect any of these questions, and it's logical. At the very least, for someone who doesn't know a whole lot about magic, it would make sense. And while Chloe does seem to know more than her fair share, I don't think that she knows enough about lightning elementals, considering the fact that we've only ever seen one. And she wouldn't have the knowledge on this specific type of adaptation of lightning elemental usage due to the fact that there's no one researching this, I think. Maybe I'm wrong? Or she could have just made up like a bullshit answer, right? Like, they'd been working on this ability since well before this happened. It's just that it happened to be applicable to this specific thing. I feel like there were a lot of good answers that could have been given, and this just made her super suspicious to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. Y'all think what y'all want to. All right. People have questions, Galti. They need to know the truth. Well, there you have it, folks. The leader of the Sisterhood just walked out on us. If you ask me, it all seems... No one cares, Chloe. You're so fucking right, Ashley. I didn't even want to hear any more about that bullshit. The news is over. It's time for Dollar Donkey. Woohoo! We're now going live with the next caller. Will they say the catchphrase correctly and win $10,000? Or will they wind up sad and alone? That's so fucked up. Let's find out. Hello? Wait, no. I wake up with Max Heart Mornings. I wake up with Max Heart Mornings. Ha 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 ha. Nope. You stuffed that one up, mate. No prize money for you. No. Curse you, Dollar Donkey. Curse you. Okay, you know what? Here's the thing. This isn't even mean-spirited at this point. The whole point of it is you have to say, I wake up with Max Heart Mornings. First thing when you call in. At least that's what I assume it is, right? But that's kind of the thing. If you don't say that immediately, you lose. Is kind of how it is. So when other people don't say it immediately, right? Like that guy said hello, right? I think that's kind of the thing that this is trying to get us to do, right? It's like, I don't know. I'm saying that if this was on a radio station, I would say that it's a good segment, purely because it's entirely up to you to break your natural response track of just going hello whenever somebody says hello, or saying I'm doing good whenever somebody says how are you doing, right? That's on you. That's how you win the game show. But because they didn't do that, they didn't win the game show. I don't think that this is mean-spirited at all. Next caller! We really need to kill this segment. It's just giving Ashley an excuse to be mean to people. No prize money for you either. Huh, that news anchor really did her homework. The sheltered city, the SESN, isn't exactly common knowledge. I wasn't expecting such a hard-hitting interview from a morning show. Yes, I guess, but still, like, okay. Here is my philosophy when it comes to a lot of things. Prepare for the worst. Period. That is the end of my philosophy. You should always be ready for the worst case scenario. That's how I believe that you should act in any situation. Does that mean that I always do? No. I usually don't do it. But if I ever think that a situation in its very, very, very worst case scenario could have significant impact on me, I prepare for the worst case scenario. Alright? Like, I had a manager at work who was like the worst and was definitely trying to get me fired on several occasions and ended up getting one of my friends to quit. So instead of actually doing anything like against her, I just found out what she was doing wrong. Because I knew she was doing some shit. I didn't know what it was. I just looked at her whenever I could. So for the entire day, whenever she would do anything, I'd try to be watching. And whenever she would fuck up, I would try to record it. And so, when something did hit the fan, because I knew that it fucking would, I was able to stay completely clean because everything she tried to bring up against me, I had somebody to back up that I wasn't doing something like that, and that she was doing a lot of stuff that she was not even caught for. So, that was just one of the many things. You have to be prepared for like the worst case scenario if it could significantly impact your life. She should have been ready for this. That's all I'm saying. Alright, that was the classic Mac stupidity. Hunter, my phone is ringing. I could have won the prize money. Answer it. Hello? I wake up with Max Art mornings. No, you're not supposed to say hello first. That's how you. No, you're not supposed to say hello first. That's how they get you. It's okay. It was just one of those fake robocallers saying I had unpaid taxes I needed to pay. Lame. You gotta watch out for those. Scams are getting pretty sophisticated nowadays. Okay, don't tell me if I'm right, but because I think I got this clocked. I think I figured this out already. That wasn't a scam, and it's gonna come back to bite us in the ass. I know this tax one is ridiculous. I've been getting SMS messages, emails, and even a bunch of official-looking letters showing up in the post. The other day, a guy pretended to be a debt collector agent showed up at the compound demanding money. These scams are really getting out of hand. The government needs to do something about it. Have you paid your tax bill, Alfie? I don't pay taxes. I earn all my money from donations from viewers on online streams. That's tax-free income. It's not tax-free. You still need to pay taxes. I'm pretty sure you don't, Hunter. I'm self-employed. I'm exempt from income tax. Dot dot dot. I'm gonna make an online booking for you with an accountant, and then I'm going to go to bed. It's been one hell of a night. Did you sleep in my bed? Yeah, I forgot to buy a pump-up air mattress, but it's okay. I didn't hook up with any guys last night. I just had a little sleep. We're gonna have to have a long talk when I wake up, Alfie. Dot 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 dot. No, I'm not doing that. Atlantis. Whoa. Oh my god. She's like an anglerfish, it looks like. Okay, let's take a look at this. I like the patterns. Very nice patterns. I like the way that it ingrains into. Oh my. This specific. Okay, that looks like I'm saying the armpit. I'm not. I'm saying that the way that this black little splotch is kind of stained and speckled on the rest of her body, right? Like here too, also here. There's a little bit of it showing here, but this is like still connected, right? But this is an entirely disconnected splotch of black that's just kind of speckled on her body because that's kind of how it would look in real life. There would be parts that don't just perfectly match and line up. And I love when art does that. I still like the art when they do like a perfectly matched thing, but I like it a lot more when it's like fucked up a little bit. All right. She's an anglerfish. I like her eyes. Her eyes are really cool. I like the little hair design. Got a little tiara. Get the pearls coming down. Okay, I'm really starting to think that she definitely has something to do with Hunter's transformation because of the pearls and jewels she's got going on, right? Um, I don't want to say her bikini's a little basic, but it kind of is. It doesn't really show a whole lot of character, at least for me. It kind of is reminiscent of her eyes, but like not to the point where it's like significant. I like this little bangle thing she's got going on. It does have the same color scheme redness as this, and it kind of gives like the same vibe as her eyes, like the little red beads. Got a little pearl thing around here. Hmm. Oh, and the web fingers with like claws at the end, very nice. And the I don't remember what these parts are called. They're not. Would it be called an antenna? I don't think that's what it's called on an anglerfish. I don't know 100% though. Correct me if I'm wrong. I like the way that her tail curves. Is like off screen curving around the back. So like I think most likely if you move the model up, there's nothing underneath this point, but it curves around off screen. I love that for her. I like her little necklace too. And she's got pink hair. Pink hair is, in my opinion, the prettiest color hair. I like pink haired people. People with pink hair, characters with pink hair. Pink hair is like one of the coolest colors of hair. Alright. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. I don't get it. 4 shells plus 5 jellyfish equals 30. Are they supposed to be musical instruments? That's gotta be it, right? But how am I supposed to input a tune? Ah, curse these elves and their fun, infernal logical puzzles. There's no way anyone could work this out. The Queen's power is almost within my grasp. I can't let a puzzle like this stop me. Da-dee-dee-dot. Do I input the code by dancing? Is that it? Okay, you know what? The elves were onto something. The Sicarians are just fucking idiots. Like, full on dumbasses. Hey, we completed chapter 3. So, I think I'm gonna save it here. Well, first I'm gonna check how long I've been going for. Because if I've been going for a little bit, I'm gonna keep going. We're almost at an hour, and we just started another chapter. Alright, I'm gonna get out of the house, and then I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna leave the house, and then after that, I will end there. If you guys, uh, let me know, rather, do you guys prefer, like, a half-hour video over a whole hour video? Like, how long do you guys want these videos to be, right? Because I really don't want to, just, like, record an hour-long video and then section it up. Because, like, I don't know. It just feels weird to me to do stuff like that. Um, Same way that it felt weird to me to record 3 videos back to back to back. I usually just don't record back to back to back videos. I'll usually do 2 back to back, maybe, but usually I prefer to do one and then like a couple days later the other one, and then I release one on that same day. That's what I prefer to do. But let's get out of the house. Ugh, that was rough. I'm still not used to sleeping during the day. My body didn't transform more, did it? I think I look the same and everything is still in order downstairs. Phew, looks like looks like this isn't getting any worse, at least. I'd like to put my old body back, but I'll take this as a win. I'd like my old body back, but I'll take this as a win. Alfie, you still here? Hello? They must have decked out already. It's 1 p.m. Maybe they went to get some lunch? Hopefully they meet with that accountant. I've got enough things to worry about without government chasing down family members for unpaid taxes. Speak of the devil, this better not be the taxation office. Hello, this is Hunter speaking. Hey Hunter, it's Bonnie! We met the other night at the support group, remember? Of course I remember, how's it going? I'm just checking in, have you made any progress on returning to your male form? I have actually. I forced Dr. Cat to make me do the transformation serum that turned me back into a man. I'm gonna guess that it didn't stick. Okay, I don't like them saying it didn't stick. Because it did stick, and it would have stuck if you didn't fucking rip it off. Right? That's like saying, oh my goodness, this cast isn't working after you've ripped the cast off and thrown it on the ground and stomped it to pieces. You went back to the area with radiation. It's not her fault that you did this. If you didn't do that, your transformation should have stuck. At least I believe that it would have stuck if he didn't go back to the bite. Right? Tell me if I'm being crazy here, guys, because I might be being crazy. This might just be me over latching onto something. But like, really, he went back to the place where the radiation was. It's not Danny's fault. It's not her transformation. You ripped it off. Okay, maybe ripped it off isn't the perfect wording. It's like if you get a cut on your arm, so your mom puts a band-aid on it, and then you go and get into like a fucking wave pool, and then the band-aid comes off. The band-aid stuck. It did stick. You just put it into a situation where it would no longer be able to stick in the harshest of environments, right? I don't know. No, I do know. I'm right. I'm correct. Tell me in the comments how correct I am. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you agree with me? 3 being no, that's wrong. On a scale of 3 to 10, how much do you agree with me? All right, because you can't say 1. It's a 3 at least. 3 to 10, how much do you agree with me? And you better say 10, okay? I don't need this. I'm right. Unless you have a reason, tell you what, if you think I'm wrong, please tell me why I'm wrong. I will address it in my next video if you can give me a reason why you think I'm wrong. It lasted about an hour. Yeah, that's pretty par for the course for anything Danny whips up. Did she at least say sorry for putting you through all this? She's still claiming she had nothing to do with my transformation. She might not be lying. Apparently there's radiation out in the bite, and that might have triggered the changes. Radiation? You might want to raise that one with the union. I feel I should have had to sign a form or something before being sent out there. No, I'm definitely not writing off taking legal action against the police department. You should look into that, but it doesn't exactly do anything about your current situation. What are your plans for the day? I've got work later this evening. I was just gonna burn some time around the house until then. Maybe I'll watch a movie or something. Yeah, no. You're not gonna be spending the day inside. You're not gonna stay inside all day. You're spending the day with me. Bonnie, I get it. No one wants to leave the house after being inadvertently transformed into a woman. These first few days are embarrassing and horrifically confusing. But there's a very good chance this is your new normal now. And you can't stay inside the house forever. I'm speaking from experience here. Damn, okay, you know what? I was wrong. Brad is the emotional support now. Bonnie has got it unlocked mentally, alright? Hunter, catch up. It's honestly not that bad. You need to just bite the bullet and get it over with. Once you settle into a routine, you'll be totally fine. But I'm not taking no for an answer when you start work. My shift starts at 9. Perfect, we've got heaps of time. Give yourself 5 minutes to psych yourself up, and then meet at the Renvere Mall by the Mermaid Fountain. Do I have to? You're not gonna die, Hunter. I'll see you soon. Fine, I'll see you soon. Damn it. Okay. This is where we save it. Now, here's the only thing that I need to say. If this would have been Holly had I chosen the other route, then I think I chose the wrong route. I'm not gonna go back and fix it because that was fucking ages ago. But I will be very sad and depressed about this. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and y'all have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.